Phew, so it's finally here. The Nothing Phone 1 after months of hype. So I had to buy one because, well, I didn't get any units and had to check out what was all the hype about. After all, it is like the next phone in line after the Oneplus Nord, which was also an execution of Carl P, the founder of Nothing. Anyways, I got this top end variant because of the games these brands play. The delivery time of the base variant was almost 10 days, which is crazy. I really don't understand what the pre-order was all about, so had to buy this variant forcefully, and it feels really shady to have such tactics just for a phone. Anyways, in this video, let's check out the Nothing Phone 1, and full disclaimer, this unit was not provided by the brand, so no embargoes or anything as such. Whatever I feel about the device, I'll just share that in the next few days. So stay tuned and tap on that subscribe button to see more videos like this one. And in case you wish to watch this video in Hindi language, here is a card to the Bit Tech Hindi channel. Now I got the black color because the white one was not available, and actually I wanted this one only because the lights and everything on the back just look better on this one. This 256GB variant costs around 35,000, and with the 2K card offer, this costed me around 33,000 rupees. Coming back to the phone now, and the box here is quite slim and different, which means it doesn't have a charger and any extra accessories. Huge thanks to Apple for the same. But Nothing does sell a compatible adapter for around 1500 rupees, which I think is a bit on the higher side. But don't worry, I'll check out whatever options that I have and I'll let you know soon. Opening the box first, and the experience here is a little different. So on the one side you have the phone and it is all covered in plastic. Too much to save the environment, huh? Keeping this to the side, next up on the other side we don't have much in here. Only the USB-C to C cable and some paperwork. And that's it. No case, no adapter, and actually nothing. I wish they could have given a TPU case at least, or some accessories, but that's how it is now. Though the USB cable seems to be of really good quality. The device also has a screen protector pre-applied, so that's a good thing, I guess. Coming back to the phone, and here is what it looks like. It feels really solid in hand, like some expensive device, and I like the black color more than the white one. The frame here is made of aluminum, and you get the Gorilla Glass 5 on the front and the back. The device doesn't feel that compact as such, but wasn't expected either. It feels good overall, and the weight is around 194 grams, and overall the weight balance seems on the good side only. On the left hand side we have the volume buttons, and on the right hand side we have only the power key. And yes, it does feel like an iPhone in hand, and the buttons are quite clicky as well. On the bottom we have the speaker grill, and yes, this one does have dual stereo speakers. Plus you also get dual SIM slots here, and there is no SD card slot or even the headphone jack, which is a bummer. On the back we have the glyph interface, which is basically these LEDs that makes this phone fancy. Starting off with the device and the setup process, which is mostly similar to every other Android device, as you know. So setting it up really quickly, and yes, this one does have an in-display fingerprint scanner, and not the side mounted one, and I'm happy with both. Okay, now that the device is set up, here is what the UI and launcher looks like. Quite close to stock I would say, and you can see side by side as compared to the Pixel UI, it doesn't have any bloatware as such, and the look and feel is quite close to stock, with some features built on top of it. Also for your reference, here are the benchmark scores. On Geekbench, the device scores 815 in single core and 2947 in the multi-core score. And as you know, this is only a mid-range chipset, hence these kind of scores. But hey, these scores are very close to Snapdragon 865 on the OnePlus 8T, which is a bit surprising to be honest. And here is a comparison between all three phones. First of all, coming to the cameras now, and there are no gimmicky sensors here, and that's the first thing that I liked about this one. Here are some samples that I took in various scenarios, and the primary back camera seems to be really good, as the sensor here is very capable and found in most devices in this price segment. The camera app has a simple and clean UI along with all the basic features like portrait mode, night mode, time lapse, macro, and a pro mode as well, which is all basic nowadays. The images look to be quite sharp and have enough details in daylight, and I will compare this camera to the likes of OnePlus Nord, S20 FE and even the Pixel 4a to give you guys an idea about the image quality. And you guys can see a quick comparison as of now, and let me know what you feel about the image quality of these devices. To me, the images look quite decent and natural, and here are some low light shots taken on this device and also a quick comparison with others. As usual, I'll share some more samples really soon as I have infinite time to cover this one, so stay tuned. By the way, we have the Google dialer here like every other Android phone, which means there is no silent and auto call recording, which many of you want, though I did share a workaround to have the silent call recording, but if that feature is important to you, then you are out of luck. Though for what it's worth, you can record calls on this one. Talking about the display, and we have a 6.5-inch Full HD Plus OLED panel with 120Hz refresh rate. And yes, the display looks very different and better than usual because of the uniform bezels here. The peak brightness is 1200 nits, though it doesn't mean that it is the max brightness, which is actually 500. But the display looks plenty sharp and vivid, and even outside it felt quite visible in direct sunlight. So you won't have any issues with it. Plus it also supports HDR10+, and you can see the same in Netflix and other applications. Now quickly talking about the other specs, which you mostly know by now. So this device has a 4500 mAh battery and runs on the Snapdragon 778G mobile platform, which is actually similar to the one found in M52 by Samsung, and this one does have wireless charging and reverse wireless charging, so that is the only difference. It supports 33 watt max fast charging and has two 50 megapixel cameras on the back. The primary sensor is Sony IMX766, found on devices like the Oneplus Nord 2, Nord 2T and the Realme 7 Pro Plus. The other one is Samsung JN1. We get a 16 megapixel front facing camera, and the sensor is Sony IMX481, which is actually an old sensor now and was found in phones like the OnePlus 7 series and the OnePlus 8T. The good thing about this device is that we get LPDDR5 RAM and UFS 3.1 is the storage type. Lastly, we get Wi-Fi 6 support, 12 bands of 5G with this one, which makes it a bit more future proof. Talking about the software now, and this device runs on Nothing OS, which is basically stock Android 12. And you can see that the phones and all are different everywhere, and the notification panel also looks slightly different, as if they have tried to fix the problems found with the stock Android. And I think that is a great approach. You can also tweak the glyph interface a bit, and we get some cool ringtones and everything that are synced with these lights, and you have almost 9 of them here, and yes, they look really cool, I would say. You can tweak these LEDs and even use these as a notification LED if you want to. Plus these are even synced with the camera, and they act like a soft fill light for extremely dark scenarios. And I'll be testing all of this even more. We also get a red LED on the back that basically tells whenever the device is recording a video, so that's a good thing too. You can also use the bottom LEDs to basically know about the charging status in case your phone is lying on its back. So again, all of these features makes the device look good and fancy, and they'll only look great if you not use a case, which I don't think anyone will live without. Overall, the software seems fine as of now, but I need to test it out even more to look out for some minor issues or glitches in day-to-day life. And Nothing has also promised 3 years of major updates and 4 years of security patches, and the patches will be released in every 2 months, same like OnePlus and others. So we'll have to see how much they'll fulfill on this part, but overall I'm excited to see this clean and close to stock software. Overall performance is also something that I'll have to test along with some other games like bgmi and everything, and also the charging time with various chargers as well. Though the phone does support 15 watts of wireless charging, which is okay if not the fastest, as only a few phones have it in this price segment. Also, the battery life is something that I'll have to test, along with the things like call quality, network reception and other important stuff. Overall, the phone one seems like an interesting package with its fancy bells and whistles. And if you're considering this device, then well, wait for the real world reviews, which I'll be sharing as well. And after that you can basically pick your choice, as even devices like the Pixel 6a and other new phones are coming really soon. And that's pretty much it for this quick unboxing of the phone one. So if you do end up liking this video, make sure you press that like button and that bell icon if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.